Hey, and welcome. Yeah, making sure I had it turned on. I knew I had it turned on. Hey, and welcome to my channel. This is our Tag Tuesday, and we know that Tracey is out recuperating from her rotator cuff surgery. She's doing pretty good. She's trying to start back to work today. A little bit difficult, but she's trying. So while she's out, the three of us, Joan's Pointed Plate, Sandy, Let's Get Fit with Sandy, and myself, we're taking over the duties. So each week, somebody else does them. Last week was Sandy. We're back around our second time. So this week is me, and next week will be Joan. I was just telling David, he was looking at these questions. I'm like, in a year, March was a year that Tracey started doing these. She maybe missed 2 weeks, if that. That's being generous. Every week, 10 questions. We've hit all the common questions. Now we're down to the obscure questions that are harder to answer. So
that's an understatement.
So yeah, the so-called easy questions have been asked months and months ago. So now we're just like, okay, let's try to find something new and fresh. And I think he's rolling his eyes at my questions.
Well, I'm not.
He's holding them up real big to make sure they're not rolling.
They're just very obscure for me. I mean, you know.
Well, listen, I wrote them, and that don't mean I can answer them right. So I'm just calling these random more about me questions because they're just things that you can learn about us. Number 1, what's your favorite or lucky number and why? And he said he didn't have a lucky number. Well, I got a lucky number and it's 13. You know why mine's 13.
Well,
Because I was born on Friday 13th. And so that's just my lucky day. That's my lucky number. I have 13 incorporated in several of my tattoos. You wouldn't know where they are unless you knew to look, but I had them incorporated because 13 and Friday the 13th, that's just my day and my number. So that's why. Number 2, what weird or useless talent do you have?
Man, I've been trying to think of something, and I can't do anything.
Well, I thought of one, but I'll not do it on camera. The monsters.
Oh yeah.
What can I do?
Herman.
I laugh like Herman Munster, and no, I'm not. I am not doing it on camera. I can do. Can you do your nose?
Do my what?
Your nose.
What
See
do you
my
mean?
nose. Yours is going backwards. Can you do your eyebrows one at a time?
Oh, not one at a time.
Do one
no.
at a time. Can you do your ears?
No, I can't do my ears.
See that ear? Can you roll your tongue? You can roll your tongue.
You always say my ears are detached from everything else I don't ever hear what I'm supposed to hear. So
That's his weird and useless talent, is not listening to me, throwing his ears over by the wayside. Can you can roll your tongue? There you go, weird and useless talent. We found one.
yep.
What skill would you like to master? Now I know you can think of something.
Yeah, I'd like to master my guitar. You know, I've been playing a lot of years, but I'd like to be like Juilliard School of
You'd
Music.
like to be Eddie Halen.
Yes.
School of Music.
Yes, there you go.
I have a lot of things I would like to master because I'm not, I would like to paint. I would like to paint, not like a house, like a painting. I would love to sing. I wish I could sing. I would be up on stage singing my heart out if I could sing. So I'd probably pick singing over all the rest of them. I wish I could master. Lord, if you mastered the guitar and I mastered singing, we could go on the road.
That's right. You got George Jones and Tammy Wynette.
There you go. Let's see. If you if you were in a circus, which performer you would be? Sometimes I think I live in a circus. He's the headmaster. What are they called? The
ringmaster.
The ringmaster.
Yeah.
He's the ringmaster. I know which one I'd be. As soon as I saw that question, I said, I know what I'd be. I'd be that girl that's up on them tigers, whooping that thing. Now, I wouldn't whoop the tigers because I don't like to see the tigers being whooped with that whip. But I'd be up there riding them tigers round and round that thing. Yes, I would. Yeah. What would you do?
I'd be one of the little clowns on the little tricycle running around.
I didn't see that one coming. Okay, I can't see for the next one. Number 5. You want to be a clown in a tricycle?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Ride around on a little tricycle.
Stop it. Okay, number 5. Okay, I can't quit thinking about you on a tricycle.
And with my long legs, well, that'd be a sight, wouldn't it?
His legs are like 10 feet long.
Yeah.
Would you rather be invisible or have X-ray vision? Ah. There's merits to both.
They are.
Well, I want to be invisible. I want to sneak around.
Yeah, that's...
I want to sneak and just see what's going on.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Now, if I could go back and forth, like be invisible here if I needed to be, and then go back to...
That's true. I wouldn't want to stay invisible.
I wouldn't want to stay invisible. Now, I'd like to, be able to interact with the,
Be invisible just when it was
when
convenient.
It's convenient, yeah.
Would you rather go 1 month without social media or television?
Social media.
Because you don't do social media.
No,
this is the most social media he does is YouTube channels, YouTube videos, and he don't even watch them, so he don't even know. He'll come in there sometimes when I'm editing and see what's going on. But
right.
I like my social media. And I would miss y'all, but I just don't really think I could give up my TV. I was raised on TV. I'm addicted to TV. Y'all know I got to have a Corona Minds. So I don't think, as bad as it sounds, I don't think I can give up TV for a month. I wouldn't want to. Number 7, if you knew you couldn't fail at it, what would you do? What kind of question is that? I wrote it. That's a good one, ain't it?
Yeah, because there's so much I'd like to be able to accomplish. I mean, I have goals, I
don't know.
I don't either. There's so much that falls in that category with me.
Well, I already said singing if I could go in concert, but I done said singing. But I'd love to just go to it and be in a concert. And if I couldn't fail, that would mean I would have the body, the moves, the voice, the showmanship. I would have the whole thing.
Total package.
So, the total package. Yeah. Not that I ain't now, but I'm just saying as a singer. What is the craziest thing you've ever eaten? Does the worm at the bottom of a bottle of tequila count?
Yeah.
Listen, I ate it 2 times. My first and my last.
Yep.
Now I've eaten. It's weird to some people. It wasn't weird to me at the time, but wild game. squirrels and rabbits and quails and deer and stuff like that. That's strange to some people.
Yeah, and I ate that when I was a kid because my dad used to hunt a lot, and
he won't hardly eat nothing now. He's not picky. No, let me say, he ain't picky. He'll eat anything I put in front of him, as long as it ain't something he don't like.
right.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put no beets and peas and tuna and slaw and stuff that I know he ain't gonna eat. I'm not gonna set that in front of him. So there are things he don't eat, but he'll eat anything else I give him. What
ones that I always tell you?
I was gonna say, he says he knows where McDonald's is.
Yeah. I know how to get to McDonald's.
What did your daddy always tell you about when you wouldn't eat something?
If I get hungry enough, I'd eat it.
Eat a rattlesnake.
Yeah. He said, if you get hungry enough, you eat a rattlesnake.
He says, no, he wouldn't.
I said, no.
Listen, we was talking about eating something. What was we talking about eating yesterday? And if it even... Oh! On Guys Grocery Games, the dude was making steak tartare. Y'all know that is raw steak. And me, I was over there and he was over here. Me and him was like, we couldn't even get it to our mouth. If it got to our mouth, we would die. He said he would just go ahead and die if it even got there. So yeah there's things we not gonna eat. But if you could travel back in time, where would you go? I flat out have told y'all I would go back to the 70s. Just like that. There are things, of course I'd want to know now. That's what we always say. We want to know now.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah. There are things that I would not do again, but there are things that I would do again. So, but I just love the 70s. I love everything about it. I just love the 70s. I guess because that was my coming of age years. The music and the clothes and just the way things were in school, and I just love the 70s. So where would you go?
I would go back to late 70s, 80s. I had those years. I had a blast when I was in high school and playing in bands and stuff like that. And I mean, it was just I had a really good time. I really did.
We were talking about when RJ was here, wasn't it just yesterday?
Yeah.
And he was saying, if you knew now that back then were the good times, if you knew back then it was the good times, you would have appreciated it more than now at your later stage in life. Then you're like, oh, those were the good times. Yeah. When you were in the middle of them, you didn't realize, oh, hey, these are the good times.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Then finally, what did you want to be when you grew up? Did you want to be Spider-Man?
No, $6 million man.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Now, that was one of my shows in the day, and I was going, man, that would be cool if you were a bionic where you could just run 60 miles an hour and, jump leap and bounds and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was cool. Yeah, $6 million man.
I wanted to be a special ed teacher, and that's why I went to college, and that's why I could kick myself in the teeth for not finishing, because I never made it to that, but that's what I always wanted to be. So, all right, well that wasn't too bad. You didn't do too bad. So this week I'm going to tag Roy again from Recipes with Roy. Go check him out. And I'm going to tag Edie from Edie's Adventures. Go check her out. So tag, y'all are it. And we will see you on our next
Tag Tuesday.
Close enough video.
Bye.